On this day, we traveled from Bildudalur to Akureyri, and it was one of our longer driving days. Here we're still in the West Fjords, and you can see the dirt road, and you can see the ducks crossing the road here. That was very common, and this was a place where not only did ducks cross the road, there were a great many birds that fly low, so you'd have to stop and drive very slowly for these flocks of birds that were flying in front of and around your car to get around you so that you wouldn't hit them. And I remember thinking that this is a beautiful place to be a bird. It's a beautiful place to be a duck. What a wonderful, safe place to live the life of a bird here.
And it was lovely that everyone was respectful of the ducks and the wildlife. It didn't matter where they were from. It was just until we got to the south part of the island, and
right.
Up here in the West Fjords, everyone was very respectful.
Yeah. Again, I want to go back there. The West Fjords have called to my heart quite a bit. So we told you there were sheep in the road. There were sheep in the road all the time, and sometimes they got out of the road.
That was nice.
And sometimes they did this. And they wandered, and they milled, and they traveled down the road, and they stopped traffic in both directions. And you just waited for them to get out of the road before you continued on.
But the reward was baby sheep.
Baby sheep were so cute.
There's just nothing sweeter than a little bouncing baby sheep running after mom. They always stick very close to mom, bless their hearts.
And there always seemed to be two babies to one ewe. Two lambs to one ewe.
By and large. Well, there's one that was that. No, there was two there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet another waterfall. Don't worry, we'll get tired of them soon, I promise. But this one was nice.
It was nice. It's a pleasant waterfall. This was before we got sick of waterfalls.
Yes.
Oh, look, pretty.
And the obligatory awesome selfie.
Oh yeah, we went back to the Witchcraft and Sorcery Museum so I could buy books. And this picture here is a picture of the inside of the bathroom.
Not sure what they were protecting you from, but you felt protected in the bathroom.
I felt very protected in the bathroom of the Witchcraft and Sorcery Museum.
This is a shot just looking over the top of the clouds. Again, you'd have to have a panoramic Panatron camera to really get the just amazing, just epic imagery.
And I'm packing my bags for the misty mountains where the spirits go. Over the hills where the spirits fly. Ooh.
Obviously, this sort of thing evokes different moods in different people. This was a little out-of-the-way place that we stopped at.
To pee. Because you have to stop places to pee every time you can, because there's no trees. And you can't hide behind a tree and pee. You just have to hold it or be visible.
So this was an accidental discovery. Literally, this is the whole town that you're seeing here. 15 people live here. But you can see up there on the hill there, that house, that's the schoolhouse. They have grades, I think it's 2 through 10, that come there from like 30 kilometers around and fill that schoolhouse. So it's little town, big school, not really like a university town, but there you have it.
Well, there you go. Don't drive off-road, you might kill an elk.
It can happen.
It can happen. This was our repast. Our lunch came from a gas station.
It was amazing. Every place we went in Iceland, there was plenty of food for us to eat. Felt well cared for.
And this is a monument to a poet in the north of Iceland. I do not remember the poet's name, but it's a lovely monument.
It was a really well done monument.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Stefan G. Stephenson was his name.
Of course, good old Stefan G. Stephenson.
Stefan G. Stephenson. This protest sign, if you look carefully, is behind the fence on private property, and it essentially is a protest sign having to do with above-ground energy. As you can see here, the electric lines above ground, they didn't want them there, and they were advocating alternative sources of energy, which we both thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
More down the road to Akureyri, amazing. And here we are at our favorite place to eat and sleep, Silva, the northernmost vegan-vegetarian restaurant and cafe and rooming house in the world.
We actually found it by accident and were just completely bowled over by how wonderful
That
it was.
was the view from the dining room.
Yes.
And this was the guest house we stayed in for 2 nights.
It was lovely.